Hi, I'm Fran and this is my ID. And this is my friend Sonia, who's agreed to do this role play with me today.
Hi, I'm Bill Mary. I agreed to be role play video taped.
And we're going to do the role play for Diploma of Counselling Unit 2, Communication and the Counselling Interview. Okay, thank you. We'll start now. Alright, good morning Mary. How are you?
Not too bad, thank you. Yourself?
Yeah, I'm good. So just wanted to remind you, this is our second session, so just wanted to touch base again about confidentiality. So everything that we do say in this session will remain confidential, except for those 3 reasons that I stated at the beginning of the session last time. Okay, so if we're right to begin, just wanted to go over some of the things that you were talking about in the last session. So you were saying that you have been having trouble making friends.
Yes.
And so that you said that you were going through a few different issues, but that was the one that you felt was the highest priority at the moment.
Yes.
That you're having trouble making friends and starting friendships. So you mentioned that you had an opportunity to go to darts last Wednesday night, so that was going to give you an opportunity for some social interaction. Did you end up going to darts?
Yes, I did go with my neighbour. My neighbour did invite me and I did end up going.
Oh, that's good. That's good. And how did you find it?
The darts was interesting. I won a couple of games and forgot how much I actually enjoyed and missed the game.
That's great. Yes. And what about in regards to interacting with the other ladies? How did that go?
Well, it was certainly different compared to like a cup of tea over the fence with the neighbour or just talking out the front to the neighbour. Like, I found him to be a little bit different.
Yes.
Yeah.
Different in what way?
Thought she was a little bit standoffish and a little bit snobby. Like, she asked me to join a table, but then she didn't really want to talk much. I didn't know what to talk about. Okay,
and how were you feeling at this time?
Rather awkward, and wanted to curl up in a ball and just in a hole and just run away, but I was just waiting for my turn for darts, and yes, I just tried to speak to the scorer that was scoring the darts, and yes, but I just found that I just didn't know how to approach the girls and have a conversation. It's been a long time since I had a conversation with girls. Yes.
Okay. So you, in your experience, you didn't find your neighbour to be particularly social with you?
No, which I thought she would be a little bit more social. Like, she introduced me to one person, like there was like 5 people at the table, like, and I just found it really awkward. Yeah.
Okay, so you were feeling awkward in this situation. Yes. And that person that she introduced you to, were you able to start a conversation with her?
When I actually was playing a game of darts against her, but at the table she was sitting at the opposite end of the table, so I didn't really want to yell across the table.
Oh, okay.
But she had somebody sitting next to her, so it was just a lot of nodding and just, but I didn't know how to, like, when to butt in or when not to butt in. And
right. Now, you just mentioned that you did play a game with this particular lady that you were introduced to, so, and you had an opportunity to talk then?
Yes, it was just small talk, like good throw and a good set of darts and nice shot and stuff like that, but I was trying to be talking and trying to be talkative.
Okay, so you were actually starting some of this conversation?
But it was just nice shot, it was just simple stuff that anybody would say. I thought I'll try to do that at least. But
well done.
Taking it further from that, it was a little bit hard.
Well, that is definitely a good step for you, that you initiated that conversation. I think in that sort of environment too, it's good because you're both playing the game of darts, so you're both focused on the same thing, on the same activity. It's certainly a good starting point. It lends itself to lots of good conversation starters when you are working on the same activity. Is it something that you think that you might go to again?
Oh, I don't know. Like, it was rather awkward, and I think I might just rather be alone. Like, it was just, I was there, but I still felt alone. I'd rather be at home in my comfort area and be lonely at home. Like, yeah, instead of being out in public and being lonely, I felt weird. I'd just rather be alone, I think.
Okay.
It's just strange. Yes.
So you're saying you'd rather be on your own. What sort of things would you do if you were on your own? How would you spend that time?
I'm writing a Game of Thrones at the moment. I was given, the neighbour gave me the on DVD, so I've been watching that a little bit, yes, and I get into my gardening out the front, and I still go for a walk with the walking group on a Wednesday morning, but they're normally a lot faster walkers than me, so I'm sort of dragging behind a little bit. Yeah.
I wouldn't imagine if you're all walking, then you're probably not going to be doing too much talking.
No.
Okay, so you've got some good activities that you do on your own. How do you feel? Is it something that that you feel happy about when you are on your own?
Sometimes, but then there's other times that I'll do anything to have a friend.
Yeah, I can imagine you probably get a lot of enjoyment, say, if you're watching Game of Thrones on your own, and that's fine. But yeah, so there are other times
that somebody I knew liked the show, that we could compare things on. It's just little things like when something good happens at work, you've got nobody to tell. It's just little things like that. It does get I find difficult.
Okay, so you've said to me that you want to be on your own, but then in being on your own, you won't have anybody to share good things with.
Yes.
And stories. So I'm just wondering if maybe it's possible that you do want to be I'm just wondering if maybe it's possible if you are wanting to be around people, but you don't know how to start the conversation.
I would say that would be a good assumption. Yes,
okay.
Because I don't know how to join in. I don't want to be talking over the top of people. I feel like when I talk, I'm just going and nothing's going to come out, or it's just going to sound like complete dribble, and they're going to think, what is that woman doing or saying? And I don't want to look like an idiot. That's where I think it's better to be alone.
Okay, so you're trying to avoid the possibility of looking foolish.
Yes, that, and yeah, foolish would be a good description, I suppose. Yes.
Okay. Maybe we need to look at some conversation starters and some interaction
opportunities. Could you do that? Could you help me with that?
I think we could. Yes,
Yeah.
I think we could. Is that something that you would like to work on?
Oh, I think I need to.
Yes?
Yes, I think I need to. It's been a long time, since I've done this, so yes, I do need help, if you can help me.
Because I remember last week you said that you have spent quite a lot of time, the last couple of years, pretty much on your own all the time.
Yes.
And so, in doing that, you maybe you have lost those.
Well, I did have my teenage son, but he was never home, so it's probably the last 5 years that I've actually been alone, because the last 3 years of my son being home, he was never home.
No.
He'd only come to sleep and shower, so it's like he was there, but he was never there.
Yes, that's...
So, it's still, yes. I didn't know how to talk to him sometimes, because some days would be days before I've seen him, yeah.
Yes, I know what teenagers can be like. All right, well, how about we meet again next week, and in the meantime, what if you just look for those little opportunities? Like I was saying before, when you have something...
Groceries.
Yes, that's right. If you're just in a place where you've got something in common and with another person, then even if you just mention that common interest, it might be a conversation starter. It might just stay just as the single comment, but you're making those little steps, those little baby steps.
We'll talk about the tomatoes. Tomatoes looking good. Wouldn't that make me feel foolish?
Not if you've got that common interest in gardening. No. Okay, so how about we make an appointment for next Wednesday?
Could you do Thursday?
Thursday should be fine. Yeah, that should be
okay.
fine. Okay, so we'll see you on Thursday morning.
Okay, thank you.
And in the meantime, take those opportunities to have just little social interactions, and I'd be really interested to see how you go.
Okay, thank you very much.
That's okay.
I
You're welcome.
appreciate your time.
Absolutely. I'll see you next week.